2018 of the NFL. And coming up, we'll see Justin Jefferson. He's one of the league's best, currently third in the NFL in receiving yards. It's the Vikings and the Falcons coming up next.
U.S. Bank Stadium holds just under 70,000 spectators, and they've come out in full force for this one. A fantastic atmosphere here in Minneapolis. It's all about divisional matchups on this final day of the regular season, and we've got a compelling one in store here, as it'll be the Atlanta Falcons taking on the Minnesota Vikings. Hi again, everyone. Brandon Gordon alongside Charles Davis. And Charles, you look at this Vikings ball club. They've been as hot as anyone. The win last week makes it 9 out of 10.
The results are hard to argue. If there's a team better suited for the postseason right now, I don't know who they are.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Falcons, they too were winners last time out, so something's got to give here.
I love it when both teams come in off of wins. Great mindsets, and it usually leads to a really well-played game.
22 men ready to do battle. It's time to dance. And we are underway from downtown Minneapolis. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. So here come the Falcons now to get the football for the first time. And they'll be led out by a guy who has a couple years under his belt in the NFL, their third-year quarterback.
And you'd think as a young QB there'd be some nerves leading an offense out to start a game, but haven't seen any sign of them right now. And speaking with him earlier this week, sensed that the pressure wouldn't get to him. He feels comfortable being the face of this offense and shouldering the expectations on game day, even if he doesn't quite have the years of experience other quarterbacks do.
A running play there, going to get 11 as they get a quick first down. Good job there. Pretty simple. The hole was created. Runner just darted right through.
Yeah, that's the kind of play teams are looking for to have some success early in a ball game. And if you're an offensive play caller, you mark that run down. Make sure you keep coming back to it throughout the game until they stop it.
He finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be second down. You look at this defense for the Vikings. They've been pretty much a mess against the pass, number 31 in the league.
And when you're getting ready to face the #1 overall offense in the NFL, it does not matter where you rank defensively because you got your hands full. You don't know what you're going to face, but you know that that's a strong unit that you're getting ready for.
This defense for the Vikings, they were terrific a week ago with that win over Detroit.
And the way they did it was by getting after the quarterback. Sacked him 7 times in that game, came from all angles, created a lot of illusions, and especially just beat them man for man. That's the kind of defense that really frustrates an opponent.
7 yards on the quick slant and a first down. So opening drive, third down, they go with a slant. It works.
And I'm wondering when the league's going to figure it out because everyone throws it on third down. You expect pressure, so you want the ball in the hands of the quarterback quickly. It's a 3-step route ordinarily, and you're throwing it where you see the receiver breaking towards you. So it's an inside route. Everyone likes it, and it's executed very well.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave them with a second and just a few inches left. Back to throw again. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. Third down.
That red man coverage decided to test him early. Then proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
They'll look to throw again. He's got room at the 30. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 19. A good pickup there of 20 yards. And the pocket's been protected pretty good here so far on the opening drive.
We always talk about confidence in runners and catchers and quarterbacks. How about the protection detail? They're not allowing anyone near the guy throwing the football.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it 1st and goal. They'll run with Robinson. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
Here's where we need to see some tenacity from this defense because they've been pushed right down the field on this opening drive. They've got to find some way to push back, and that's a good first step.
Again, it'll be Robinson, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a
touchdown Falcons. Sky Moore, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Falcons get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. So that drive, 12 plays in length. And it was Sky Moore capping things off with a touchdown reception. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. So here come the Vikings as they get set for their first drive. And they'll be led out by their 3rd-year quarterback.
And when you think about great seasons in recent memory, he's definitely putting one together here. There's a good chance he's going to go over 5,000 yards passing for the season. He's just a little bit under that mark coming in. And I tell you, it's pretty rarefied air when you get up there with numbers like this.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. Just a gain of a couple there, and that'll make it 2nd down. You talk about this Falcon defense. This crew against the pass, issues at times. Ranked number 24, Charles, in the NFL.
And it's really difficult to prepare for this team. This is the #1 overall passing team in the NFL, but it shouldn't be hard to get excited about playing against them.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and the Falcons grab it, and they've got it very deep in enemy territory. It's inside the 5 at the 3-yard line, 1st and goal. He was under duress, surveying, trying to find somebody to get the ball out of his hands. In the meantime, the defense, they took it out of his hands.
And when the ball is snapped, I know exactly what the defense is thinking. Get a sack, put him on the ground. But when you can also knock the ball free, well...
And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. From 3 yards out. And the Falcons are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Check right. Black block.
Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make the score 14-0. Well, they got the ball in great field position. 1 play later, boom, end zone. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. And as this offense makes their way back out, NFC playoff race time, we give you a look at what's going on there. Well, here we sit, Week 17, just 1 more week in the regular season after this one. So if you're one of these teams trying to make a move and improve your spot or jump in from the outside, Charles, you better make that move now.
And these final games are often a good barometer for all those teams fighting for position or a wild card spot. They have to be able to get the job done these last 2 weeks before things get even tougher when the playoffs officially begin.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's the option. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the 1st down at the 29. The Vikings send out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Returnable now for now a hit and a loose football. And the Vikings pick up the football. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
I don't know why, but it's always agonizing to me to see a guy make a mistake in this phase of the game because you can it's all on him. All eyes there. He's got a chance to make a punt return, and instead he ends up putting it on the carpet.
Puts it on the carpet. The little rubber pellets shoot up. Never a good sign for a returner on this field turf surface.
No, not at all. And a bunch of them go up when they're all trying to get to the football, don't they?
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Now back to throw. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. More than one defender there, and that's a loss of 5 on the sack.
Well, if the goal is to get back into this game, the offense is certainly moving in the wrong direction. This is certainly a case where one team needs big splash plays right now, but unfortunately, it's the other team that's getting them.
And it's caught in the end zone for the Viking touchdown by Justin Jefferson. A great effort there. 29 yards. And the Vikings are back within a score. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make our score 14-7. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. Well, this offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3 because remember, Charles, drives 1 and 2 both ended in the end zone.
Yeah, and right now they've just got to be careful not to lean into overconfidence because every drive has a life of its own. But I like the way that they've started, the way that they're going about doing things right now. They've got a chance for that 3rd consecutive touchdown, and that would be a crushing blow to the defense.
Now a throw here, hauled in. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it makes it 3rd down and 2 yards to go. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On 3rd and 2, Baker checks this one down to Robinson. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Second quarter now, Falcon football. As they've got it with a 4th down coming up. On is Jamie Gillen to punt this one away. This is brought in at the 21. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. 43-yard punt, but they get 9 back on the return. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. The Vikings ready to go again on offense. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that. Charles's defense, they were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
On 2nd down, here's the option. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. So after 3 drives and 3 touchdowns combined between these two clubs, finally we get a defensive stop.
Yes, and welcome to the party, defensive players, and glad to have you because for a while there, it almost felt like it was 11 going downfield on air. Okay, so to be able to have someone come up, make a stop, now we got a football game going.
Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And it will be Falcon football. Throwing to start the drive. Baker. Throw left side complete. That's Flynn. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Here's Baker to throw on 2nd down. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a 1st down. The start for them near flawless. Defense gets them a 3 and out. 2 quick pass connections on offense.
So that's how a team works together. Just what you described. Get them the ball, give them a little momentum, and they're capitalizing off of that. Thanks a lot, guys.
Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
And that's called winning at the point of attack, isn't it? Right there at the line of scrimmage. I know he's a little bummed out now. He doesn't get credit for a tackle for a loss, but no gain, his guys will take that.
And speaking of winning, to be as cheesy as we can, he was the winner of the NFC Defensive Player of the Week award from last week, so he's really stringing together some good football.
So not only did he get a gold star, he might have gotten a gold watch too, huh?
19 yards there on the catch and run.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Back to the ground with Robinson. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be 3rd and about a foot or 2.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. It makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
It's a gain of just a couple there, but it's enough to get him the 1st.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Now Baker throwing on 1st down. Short throw caught by Pitts. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. The Falcon passing game looking good on this drive as they get the 1st down. Operating from the gun, Baker. Open man is Osborne. He's got it. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 17 yards is the pickup there for number 17.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Throw left side, there's London. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. In search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down. On 3rd down, Baker. That's to the pylon and incomplete. This Minnesota D up to the task on the 3rd down pass play. And his kick is good. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
This taken in right around the goal line. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. And now out comes Minnesota. They trail by 10, 17-7 as they come up on a 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And incomplete on the deep ball.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
That's a nice design there, but sometimes, though, you get so many blockers out ahead of you, they kind of slow you down and force you to adjust. You always appreciate guys trying to help you, but maybe one less there could have turned this into a bigger gain.
Okay, ready?
Here's a handoff out of the gun. And this is not going to be enough. Was in search of 2 yards and only got halfway there. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They'll try and run for it. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Falcons will take control of the football in great field position. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Baker. And a quick throw here, that's complete. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it'll be 2nd down. Looking to throw. Baker. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
Baker to throw on 3rd down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. The pocket collapsed around him. I know we talk about it a lot, but a QB has to have that 6th sense, doesn't it?
He really does, and I know of one team at one point was training their quarterback with that time frame, and anytime he didn't get rid of the ball within the right amount of time, they would blow a horn or blow a whistle to show him this is what that time is. Just what you're talking about, training him to understand this is the amount you have, make sure the ball's gone. Didn't happen in this case.
A 1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. Now this one complete downfield on the left side, and they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. And 22 more yards there and another 1st down.
Well, this is an awfully tough route to defend in man coverage because he lines up on the right and runs a crossing route back to the other side of the field. So as a defender, you're not only trailing him the whole way, you're also looking out for your own guys to make sure.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. They failed once in this spot earlier, but the offense will stay out to go for it on 4th down. They're going to look to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. The Vikings going to signal for their first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll set up a throw. Touchdown, Vikings! A great play there. With touchdown number 27, that ties Priest Holmes for the third most in a single year. And the Vikings get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point splits the uprights, and it leads down to a field goal at 17-14. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings moving away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. And the Falcons going to get one more drive here in this first half. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring it down. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. They don't want to repeat a first down. They'll keep it on the ground. And he'll just keep two hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. The Vikings going to use their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on third down. One more time, they'll keep it on the ground. And they will get to him behind the line, but the clock continues to tick down. They do get 18, but even that won't be quite enough. It's fourth down. So we have reached halftime now with the visiting Falcons out on top as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
We'll begin out in the windy city of Chicago. And in the second quarter, it's the Bears who are out in front. The Bears trying to hold on and claim victory. From there, we'll head to Pittsburgh to check on the Steelers at home at Acrisure Stadium. And that one all even as they play the visiting Carolina Panthers. Finally, let's get to the country music capital of the world. See what's happening with the Titans at home in Nashville. And they have the lead in that one over the visiting Lions. Rashad Bateman, a touchdown reception. This one's been as good as advertised. Just a field goal separating these two teams. This is a very level first half, and I'd expect to see more of the same after the break. Final adjustments being made in the locker rooms. We're just about ready for the second half from Minneapolis. And for the call, let's rejoin Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. And the Vikings offense set to go to work to begin this third quarter. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we?
And it's out. He put it on the carpet. And he's going to get about 7 yards on that one up to around the 33. We'll talk a lot about setting the tone to start the game. Well, you want to start the tone right in the third quarter as well, and nearly lost a football there in their first drive.
And sometimes we overdo it when we talk about halftime adjustments and what teams are going to do. Most of the time, it's just a matter of executing the game plan you brought in. But I guarantee you, they didn't draw that play up on the way forward at halftime. They're fortunate to retain possession.
Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
He's got some space. So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and that'll bring up second down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
And the Falcons grab it, and they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. So the opposite of what they envisioned when they left that locker room, a turnover on the opening drive in this third quarter.
I like your identification there because that's exactly what they discussed in the locker room before they came out on the field. Let's get the ball, let's go down and score, put some points on the board and feel good about it. Not an insurmountable lead, but definitely not how they saw it at halftime.
From the 41, here's 2nd and 3. Back to throw. Baker. Got a man. It's London. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Falcon passing game looking good on this drive as they get the first down. Again, he'll drop to throw. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's second down. Well, remember, they had the nice gain on the previous play, but they just gave a lot of it back right there on that sack.
Yeah, they get the sack, get back some real estate. Felt like the type of play that can spark a defense and swing some momentum. Almost felt like a take that type of a play, didn't it, partner?
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. Pressure really ratcheting up. They get the sack on first down, then a near sack. They got to him there just as it was leaving his hand.
Yeah, they might need to change their pass protection scheme a little bit. Maybe bring another guy into the backfield to help protect the quarterback, because that was awfully close.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That's out wide here for Robinson. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. A gain of 9, not enough, and it's 4th down. So out now comes the field goal unit for the Falcons. This just 32 yards officially from the right hash. And this one is right through. And they stretch the lead to 6. It's 20-14 now. So it was a 3-point lead at halftime, and they double that with a field goal here.
And I think defensively, you've got to be okay with that because you've kept this game within a touchdown. Your hope is that you've inspired your offense to put a drive together, get in the end zone themselves, and hopefully get you the lead.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Now the Vikings offense works their way back onto the field. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive with a little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown, but they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield and punch in the end zone without turning it over.
The throw over the middle, taken in. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield, marking down at the 49. That one good for 26 and a first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Cloud keeps moving.
So we stop for no gain, and it'll be second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he's taken down at the 50 after a short gain of 2.
Partner just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
And for the Falcons, 5 men in the secondary, now on third. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Hard throw, incomplete.
Well, they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with him. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8.
Here we go, here we go.
They'll set up to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. That one good for 17 yards on 4th. Couldn't ask for much more from your offense there. First down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
5 yards that time, taking it himself, and he has enough for the first.
Now that was a designed run. Now remember, if a quarterback goes feet first, he's protected. But if he dives head first, he's not. On that play, he figured the risk was worth the reward.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him first and goal.
And I'll tell you what, this offense is playing a little bit of keep away right now. They've come out here in the third quarter, possessed the ball for quite a while, and they keep on converting. Nice pitch and catch there to set up the first and goal.
This is caught. Touchdown. Justin Jefferson. His second touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Vikings have even the ball game with a chance to take the lead here in the final minute of this third quarter.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that into the broadcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings booming away. And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Baker now, looking to throw on 2nd down. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. 1 quarter remains here as the regular season starts to wind down. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. And we've got a dandy here. A 1-point game as we begin the 4th. The offense on 3rd down, not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This is 3rd and 9. Looking to throw, Baker. The Vikings after him, and they get that for the sack. Daniel Hunter picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Here's Jamie Gillen down as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. That's pulled in at the 32. Oh, nice move. It takes a touchdown-saving tackle to bring him down as he goes 32 yards on the return. And the Vikings will be set up well as they take over in great field position. 1st and 10. They go play action here on 1st down. Oh, a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
These guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the 4th quarter.
Addison will go in motion left. They'll get it forward to him on the touch pass. He will push his way down to about the 14. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Well, for that being an option play, there really weren't too many options available for him, were there?
No, there weren't, and at least he was able to get back to the line of scrimmage, so they didn't lose anything, but you're exactly right. Nowhere to go.
And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag coming in. This could be a 1st down. And since the penalty occurred in the end zone, move the ball to the 1-yard line.
1st and goal from the 1-yard line. Costly penalty.
So the ball's moved to about the 1 after the penalty. 1st and goal. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. It's their quarterback, keeping it himself from a yard out. And the Vikings will add to their 4th quarter lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that will ensure that it will take a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie it. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. Atlanta regains possession of the football. Still plenty of time here in the 4th quarter. Just a 1-possession game, down 8. They'll be looking for the touchdown and 2-point conversion. A field goal here on this drive does very little at this stage. A nice run on 1st down gets him 6 yards to the 31.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
To throw is Baker. To throw on 2nd down. Third and 4. This crowd from the gun. Baker. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Daniel Hunter able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his third sack of the afternoon. And here's Gillen on now to punt as he gets this one away. Fielded at the 33. Fighting him off. A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Vikings offense now heading out to take over. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. Trying to lay one up deep. Oh, and that is incomplete.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. That's a pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44. 12 yards there, 1st down Vikings.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing, in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
This is 2nd and 8. They'll look to throw here. This is caught by Addison. And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons 19. 23 yards the pickup there. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it. They got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for 2nd down if they want.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. And the Falcons are right back in this football game.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
They start on the ground with Robinson here. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Second down and 8. Robinson with another carry. And he'll take this up to about the 7 or 8 yard line. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Back to throw. Baker. And that is incomplete.
The fans should be applauding this defense right now. It's an excellent job. They forced a 3 and out, and they should be able to set up their guys in great field position, probably near midfield or better.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The Falcons go for it, but it doesn't work out. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. A great effort there. His 11th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Vikings extend their 4th quarter lead, and they are closing in now on a 14-win campaign. Now for the point after. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. A nice tidy little drive there, getting the ball in excellent field position, and only one play to score it. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. So all eyes on the Falcons. Down by 15. 2:05 to go. They'll have one play here just north of the 2-minute warning. Now flags come flying in. One of the Falcons moved early. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. Here's Baker, operating from the gun. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
Now Baker looking to throw on second down. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. This crowd turning up the decibel level. It's third and long. Looking to throw. Baker. That's to the sideline and incomplete.
This is getting close to a no-win situation now. They've got one final shot. They're on their end of the field, and it's fourth and long. This might require a little extra razzle-dazzle to get it done.
Gotta try it here. He's back to throw. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Julian Love picks it. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. Well, I guess an interception at this point on fourth down is just as bad as an incomplete pass. Either way, the ball goes over the other side.
Yeah, it's a tough spot to be in this late in the game, and there's not a whole lot he can do there. And he winds up giving the ball away.
Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
Hold the ready. Check, man. Check, man. Three.
Now he'll try to run with this. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. And that's on the guard, Wyatt Teller. Now they face a second and long following the holding penalty.
Cup 19.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. And now we'll get a stoppage here. There appears to be an injured Falcon on the field. And this is certainly not what you want to see in the final week of the year. We'll be back. Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. Falcons going to use their third and final timeout as it'll come with an even 90 seconds remaining on the clock. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. So after 5 touchdowns offensively, hey, maybe it's time to get the kicker a little work, and he's able to connect there.
I love that empathetic side of you. You're worried about him getting some action, getting to be a part of the game. Well, he got in and got it done.
Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings move it away. And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. And here now come the Falcons. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter. A nice-looking play to start the drive down the middle and complete. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. Baker on 1st and 10. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete. Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass that we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game, and that was a big talk both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them holding them under 200 today.
And they're going to speed things up here. Back to throw again. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he's going to have a Falcons first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
2nd and 10. They'll look to throw again. Now throw right side here, going to be incomplete. But at this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd.
How about the coverage we just saw them break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
Baker now throwing on 4th down. That is caught. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
Now one final throw here is incomplete, and that is how this one will come to an end. Somebody lit a fire under that offense during the break, Charles. Remember, they trailed at intermission. They come out, they have the big second half, and that lifts them to the victory.
And Brandon, trailing at halftime, we always talk about teams making adjustments. You know what the best adjustments usually are? It's just executing better. Because the game plan you put in place in the beginning of the week often still holds. You don't have to make wholesale changes. You just have to do it a little bit better, a little cleaner. And they did that in the second half, and that led them to victory.
So for Minnesota, they get yet another victory to finish the year at 14-3 overall. And now they'll have the week off as they get set to go after a Super Bowl title. Meanwhile, for Atlanta, it will indeed be a 10-loss season as they wrap up 7-10. And I think you have to say, ultimately, this was a team that really underachieved. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.